Finding Korea in the U.S., October 21, 2023. Korean Community Center, together with the Overseas Korean Cultural Heritage Foundation and the Philip Jaisohn Memorial Foundation, hosted a trip from Washington, D.C. to Philadelphia to trace Dr. Philip Jaisohn's life. Philip Jaisohn, Coj Pil, 1864–1951, a Korean doctor, surgeon, journalist, politician, and educator, a pioneer in the Korean independence movement. He was the first Korean to become a naturalized U.S. citizen and the first Korean to receive a medical degree in America. The Philip Jaisohn Memorial Foundation provides medical, social, and educational services to Asian Americans and others in the greater Philadelphia area in order to promote their contribution to and participation in America. In 1882, he passed the civil service examination of the Joseon dynasty and became a junior official influenced by Jaisohn Kim, a reform advocate. After studying in Japan briefly in 1883, he joined Kim and Seo Gwangbyeom in the failed Gapsin coup in 1884. They fled to Japan and Dr. Jaisohn, wanted by the Japanese government, made his way to the United States in 1885. He attended the Henry Hillman Academy in Pennsylvania and then moved to Washington, D.C., where he studied at the Medical School of Columbia University, currently George Washington University, and earned a degree in 1892. Dr. Jaisohn was pardoned after the Gaba Reform in 1894 and returned to Korea in 1895. He devoted himself to the movement to enlighten the public, declining an offer to serve as foreign secretary. He published The Independent, the first newspaper printed in Korean only, founded the Independence Club, initiated a fundraising drive to build the Independence Gate, and convened the People's Assembly. In 1898, he was deported to the United States and the Independence Club was disbanded. Back in Philadelphia, Dr. Jaisohn successfully operated a stationery and printing publishing business. The March 1st independence movement drove him back to activities to appeal for Korea's independence. He set up the Bureau of Information of the Republic of Korea and organized the Friends of Korea. He also served as a foreign relations advisor to the Korean Provisional Government. After his business went bankrupt in 1924, he worked for a few hospitals and opened the private medical office in 1936. Following Korea's liberation in 1945, he served as a chief advisor to the United States military government in Seoul. He spent his later years in the United States, where he passed away in 1951. The Philip Jaisohn Memorial House was home of his and his family from 1925 to 1984. Muriel Jaisohn, 1898 to 1984, his second daughter, bequeathed a natural reserve near the house to the Bureau of Media upon her death, where the Korean garden was built. Muriel remained single all her life and assisted her father's effort to secure Korea's liberation from Japanese colonial rule. In 1988, Media Bureau designated the Memorial House and Garden as the Philip Jaisohn Memorial Park and Natural Sanctuary. Little Theater is where Philip Jaisohn worked with Syng Man Rhee and Henry Chung to convene the First Korean Congress on April 14 to 16, 1919 in the wake of the March 1st independence movement in Korea. Faith and Liberty Discovery Center is designed as a space of immersive experience to discover the Bible's influence on America's founders, abolitionists, suffrage and civil rights activists and others who contributed to the nation's founding. The museum showcases key moments in American history, where 22 individuals inspired the pursuit of liberty towards justice and hope with their Bible-based faith. Dr. Philip Jaisohn is among those great Americans, alongside Abraham Lincoln and Martin Luther King Jr.